Answer: the moment you enter a room, something happens before you speak. People read your posture, your pace, your eye contact, and your energy in seconds, sir. This silent evaluation decides whether they lean in or tune out. True presence is not about being loud or dramatic, it's about being grounded. When you stand tall, the answer, move with intention and keep your gestures controlled, you project certainty. Certainty makes people feel safe, and safety creates respect. Answer: this is why the most powerful individuals never rush, fidget, or seek attention. They let their calm do the talking. Confidence without control turns into arrogance. Answer: and control without confidence feels weak. Presence is the balance between the two. When you slow your breathing and anchor yourself in the moment, answer, your voice naturally deepens and steadies. Your words land with weight. You stop filling silence out of discomfort, and suddenly silence works in your favor. People begin to listen more closely, not because you demand attention, but because your energy invites it. Presence is felt, not explained, sir. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to prove their value. They talk too much, over justified decisions, and constantly seek validation. Answer: powerful presence comes from knowing you belong without needing permission. When you don't rush to explain yourself, others assume you have reasons worth respecting. Answer: this quiet confidence signals leadership. It tells the room that you trust yourself, and people instinctively trust those who trust themselves. Pressure reveals presence. Answer: anyone can appear confident when things are easy, but true authority shows up in tense moments, when others become reactive, defensive, or emotional. Answer: maintaining composure sets you apart instantly. A steady tone, relaxed shoulders, and focused eye contact during stress communicates strength. Answer: it tells others that you are in control of yourself. And if you can control yourself, you can handle responsibility. Respect follows those who remain centered when chaos appears. Mastering presence is a daily discipline, not a personality trait. It's practiced in how you walk, sir, how you listen, how you respond instead of react. Each day, choose to slow down, stand firm, and speak with intention. When you own your presence, the answer, you don't have to demand respect, it arrives on its own. People feel it before they understand it. And once they do, they never forget it. The answer, respect, begins the moment you decide what you will and will not tolerate. Most people lose authority, not because they lack talent, but because they allow too much. Answer: when you accept disrespect, inconsistency, or excuses, you silently teach others how to treat you. High level individuals understand this early. Answer: standards are not about controlling others, they are about controlling access to you. The moment your standards rise, your value becomes clear without you saying a word. Answer: strong standards require clarity. You must be honest with yourself about what aligns with your values and what doesn't. When your expectations are vague, people push limits. Answer: when your expectations are clear, behavior adjusts naturally. This is why respected individuals don't argue excessively or explain endlessly. Answer: they state their position calmly and stand by it. Certainty removes negotiation. People may not always agree with your standards, but they will respect them, sir. The power of standards is revealed through the word no. Saying no without guilt is one of the most attractive forms of confidence. It shows that your time, energy, the answer, and attention have value. You don't need to be rude or defensive. Calm refusal is enough. When you stop over justifying your decisions, people stop questioning them, sir. A simple, firm response signals self respect, and self respect teaches others how to respect you. Boundaries are tested before they are respected. When you raise your standards, expect resistance. Some people will push back, not because you're wrong, but because they were comfortable with your old limits. Answer: this is where most people fold. The top 1% stay consistent. They don't become emotional or aggressive. They remain steady. Over time, sir, Consistency trains others to adjust their behavior because they realize the standard is non negotiable. Living by strong standards changes your identity. The answer. You move differently, speak more deliberately, and choose more carefully. Your decisions become simpler because they're guided by principle, not pressure. Answer. When you honor your own boundaries, you send a powerful message access to you is earned, not given. And once people understand that, respect stops being a struggle, so it becomes the default. The most powerful people in any room are rarely the ones talking the most. They understand something others overlook. Answer. Oh, words gain value when they are limited. When you speak constantly, you dilute your impact. When you choose your moments, every sentence carries weight. Answer. Silence is not emptiness, it is control. It signals confidence, awareness, and authority without confrontation. Listening is the foundation of influential silence. Sir, when you truly listen, you gather information others miss, tone, intention, and unspoken dynamics. This gives you an advantage. People feel seen and understood. Answer, which instantly raises your influence. At the same time, you're not revealing everything about yourself. Mystery creates respect. When others can easily predict you, Peitzer, they pay closer attention. Speaking less forces clarity. You stop rambling, over explaining, or filling space out of nervousness. Answer, your words become sharper and more deliberate. Short statements, said calmly, land harder than long speeches fueled by emotion. When you pause before responding, sir, people assume you're thinking deeply, even if the pause is only a few seconds. That pause changes how your message is received. Answer silence also protects your power in conflict. When emotions rise, most people react instantly and say things they later regret. Answer. Remaining quiet in heated moments prevents you from losing control. It shifts the pressure to the other person, often causing them to reveal more than they intended. The answer. The answer. Composure and silence communicates dominance without aggression. Mastering silence takes practice because it challenges ego. The urge to prove, defend, or impress is strong. Sir, but the moment you release that urge, your presence elevates. Start allowing pauses. Answer only what matters. Let your calm do the heavy lifting. Answer, when you speak less but with intention, people don't just hear you, they remember you. Answer, emotional discipline is what separates those who are respected from those who are merely noticed. Anyone can stay calm when things are easy, but pressure exposes character. Answer, when stress enters the room, most people react impulsively, raising their voice, defending their ego, or losing focus. The few who remain composed instantly stand out. Answer, calmness under pressure signals strength, control, and leadership. Reacting gives away power. Responding keeps it. The difference is awareness. Answer, when you pause instead of exploding, you create space between emotion and action. In that space, you choose your behavior rather than being controlled by it. This self control makes others feel stable around you. People trust those who don't let emotions dictate their decisions. And trust is the foundation of respect. Consistency is a quiet form of authority. When your mood doesn't swing wildly and your behavior doesn't change with circumstances, people know where you stand. The answer, they don't feel the need to walk on eggshells. Or second, guess your reaction. Emotional predictability creates safety, and safety increases influence. Sir, this is why leaders who stay level headed earn long term respect, not just short term attention. Pressure moments are opportunities in disguise. Every challenge, answer. Disagreement or setback is a test of emotional strength. When others expect you to break and you don't, your value rises. A steady voice, relaxed body language, answer, and thoughtful response communicate confidence far more than aggression ever could. Strength is not loud, it is controlled. Building emotional discipline is daily work, sir. It starts with self awareness, breathing tension, and choosing restraint over impulse. You don't suppress emotion, you master it. And, sir, when you lead yourself with control, others naturally follow. Respect grows not from what you feel, but from how you handle what you feel. Quicker than your word. Answer: in a world full of promises, reliability is rare and rarity creates value. When you say you will do something and follow through without excuses, people take you seriously. Answer: they don't question your intentions or doubt your capability. Your word becomes a signal of trust, and trust is the strongest form of influence. Answer: many people speak with good intentions, but weak follow through. They commit emotionally in the moment, then disappear when effort is required, sir. This inconsistency quietly erodes respect. You don't need to make big promises to impress anyone. In fact, respected individuals often promise less and deliver more, sir. They understand that every commitment is a reflection of character, not convenience. Keeping your word starts with honesty. Answer: don't agree just to please or avoid discomfort. A delayed yes is far more powerful than a quick promise you can't keep. When you commit intentionally, answer, execution becomes natural. People notice this alignment between your words and actions, and over time, your reputation speaks for you before you enter the room. Reliability also shows up in small details: being on time, following up when you say you will, finishing what you start. Answer: these quiet behaviors compound into a powerful image. You don't need to remind people of your integrity. Your consistency reminds them for you. Answer: respect grows silently through repeated proof. When your word becomes unbreakable, your presence changes. People listen more closely, trust more deeply, and depend on you naturally. Opportunities increase, resistance fades, and your influence expands. Decide today that your word matters. Protect it. Honor it. Answer: because when your actions match your promises, respect stops being negotiable. It becomes automatic.